Hi everybody, let me just alter this screen. So I've got everybody on. I've got me on anyway. There we go. Now then, Callum, how you doing, mate? DJ, I've not spoke to him for a couple of days. Spoke to him a couple of days ago, but it's just been so crazy at work. He's been a bit busy. Hiya, Shane. How you doing, my friend? Hope everything's all right with you. The weather here, it's absolutely bloody siling it down. I don't know what it's like where you are. We keep getting sunshine and then chucking down with rain. Gareth Kemp train spotter. Not something I've ever been interested in, I'm afraid. Nothing that it's not one of them things I've ever been interested in. JG Media, how you doing, mate? Oh dear, I'm knackered. I don't know why. It must be old age. That's where it is. I'm going to have a bit of a chat about what it's like to be 70 now. Less than 2 weeks, I've got my 70th birthday. So I'm getting on a bit, but I might be 70, like physically. I don't know why my phone keeps dinging. I might be 70 physically, but I think mentally I'm still early 20s. Although my body's not absolutely convinced of that at times. I'm finding some things a bit difficult now. So stairs are all right. That's not a problem. Walking's okay, and everything else. It's just I can't run like I used to and lift weights like I used to and stuff like that. I'm just having a slurp of my coffee. Ah, what's that? Glad to see you back doing what you do best, causing trouble. Yeah, I'm not bad at that. I've done a bit of that in my time. Caused a bit of trouble. Broke a few hearts. So, you know, you're 71 and still feel young. Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't, mate. I mean, to be honest, for my age, I've got good health. Um, I've got a missus that really, really looks after me. So yeah, it's. I think the main thing when you get to this age is how's your health doing and everything else like that. And touch wood, I've got quite good health. So so I'm happy. I can't complain. Hang on, my missus bought me a T-shirt. What's it say on it? Something about being a grumpy old man or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I can't complain at all. I do know a lot of people that I went to school with that aren't here anymore. So compared to them, I'm winning. Yeah, sort of. uh, wouldn't want to be starting out again now. Oh man, honestly, life is so different now to when we were young. TV didn't start till 5 o'clock. Went off at 10:30. Friday and Saturday night it might have stopped until midnight. No 24-hour TV. Two channels: BBC One and ITV. Even the radio used to finish about midnight, and then used to listen to Radio Luxembourg, and it'd be going like this, and then all of a sudden, and then it'd come back loud again, and you'd be in the middle of one of your favourite songs, quite like that, and then it'd come loud again. It were a bloody nightmare. So, yeah, things have altered a lot. Um, you know, When I was young, no double glazing, no central heating, outside toilet. You didn't sit on toilet there reading, or well, you didn't have mobile phones to play with and things like that. There were no mobile phones or anything. But certainly in January and February, you went to bog, did what you needed to do, and then got out pretty quick. So, you know, um, hopefully you'll carry on without audits. Um, I'm seriously thinking about, oh, look at it, it's silent. It's absolutely chucking it down outside. I'm seriously thinking about doing one or two audits in the near future. I'm finding that, to be honest, I do miss it. I do enjoy doing the audits and meeting new people and stuff like that. So, yeah, I am thinking about going back out and doing a few again. I don't know. So, I'm 19, just started my first cycle of steroids. Why not? I'm a spring chicken at heart. Yeah, quite right, mate. It's same as I say, age is just a number. It's what's going off in here and in here that matters. I mean, I know people younger than me, and in my opinion, the bloody old men. You know, I'll be honest. I never really thought of myself as old until I started on YouTube, and then I had a few trolls going on saying, "Oh, you're an old man. Why are you doing this and why are you doing that? You old fart," and all the rest. And I thought, you know, I am getting on a bit now. I mean, I know I've got more behind me than I've got in front of me, unless I'm going to live to be 140, which I don't think I am. But you know, um, I've had a fun life. I've had a great life, so I can't complain. I've got four brilliant kids, eight brilliant grandkids most of the time. Oh, itchy nose when they're not driving me mad. So really and truly, yeah, I've had a good life, and I intend to carry on having a good life. We just booked for Egypt again, so we're off to Egypt soon. I don't know how long we're going for. I booked the flights out. When we're getting ready for coming back, I'll book the flights back. So might go for a couple of weeks, might go for 6 weeks. I don't know. It all depends how we're feeling and if anything's going off. But I've not been this year. I've been so busy. I'm supposed to be retired, and I ain't got a chance to scratch my arse. So it has been exceptionally busy this year. But that's what keeps you young, isn't it? Having varied interest in doing different things. Yeah, yeah. Waiting a week to get holiday photos back from Boots and paying a bloody fortune for them as well. Yeah, I remember that. Used to take a film in, and it'll be back in a week. And used to pay so much to get it developed, and then used to pay when you went to pick them up. You used to pay so much per print. Yeah, I remember that. It's not like now, is it, where you use one of these things, take your photos, send them to everybody on WhatsApp and everything. My daughter had been out for the day, and she'd got I think it were just over 100 photos, and she just blasted them out to everybody on WhatsApp. You couldn't do that then. It was like, okay, I'll have two prints, one for me and one for sharing, and one that other people can look at. So yeah, things have changed a lot, mate. You meant with the what did you mean with the? Hang on, I'm trying to see what you were. Oh, carry on with the audits. Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, like I say, I am planning on doing a few more. What's this luxury? When I was young, I didn't have window panes. It was just a sheet of ice covering the window. my whole family ate off one plate and drank out of one mug. Yeah, we all used to live in a shoebox at Bottom Garden. Do you remember where we used to go on like that? Yeah, it were rough when I were a kid. There were 12 of us living in a shoebox. Yeah. Yeah, things have changed. Have they changed for the better? I don't know. I mean, um, like I say, I'm going on a few years now, and I like the comfort of the double glazing, the central heating, and everything else like that. I wouldn't like to think that I was my age living, like back in the mid 50s when I was born. No central heating, no TV, and all that kind of stuff. Life's certainly a lot easier for people our age than it is for the young ones. I don't think I'd want to be young anymore. Even DJ seems to have cut back on his audits. DJ's been incredibly busy, mate. I know he has. When I speak to him on the phone, um, he's been incredibly busy, what with work and helping family out and things like that. I can't say anymore. If DJ wants you to know, he'll let you know. But he's been absolutely incredibly busy. In fact, I'll tell you how old I am now. Just cost me £3,000 for hearing aids. I'm deaf in this year. Well, not totally deaf, but I don't have to keep now. I've got these. Don't have to keep saying what to my. You what? What you say? Speak up! I'm bloody deaf. I don't have to keep saying that to Mrs. PJ anymore. Now I've got these, and it's great because it connects with Bluetooth with my phone. So you know, excuse me. So yeah, it's all right. The only thing I don't like about him is it cost me £3 bloody grand. You're enjoying what I'm doing. Keep sharing the videos. I will try. I will try, mate. The other thing as well is, when we were young, if you were walking through town and you heard somebody speaking in a foreign language, you were like, there's a foreigner. Everywhere you go now, they're all talking in a foreign language. In fact, I've just ordered off Amazon, one for me and one for Mrs. PJ, England t-shirts. So next time you see me, I'm going to have a St. George cross blazoned across my chest because I'm proud to be English. I'm not British, I'm English. So there you go. Scotland, the brave, enough is enough. Yeah, I mean, you're obviously, if you're going to get a t-shirt, you're going to get a Scotland t-shirt because you're proud of being Scottish, or Welsh or Irish or whatever you are. We used to dream of eating off a plate. Do you know where the expression "a square meal" comes from? I'll tell you anyway. It's so I've been led to believe anyway. It's the sailors on the old sailing ships who used to get the meal on a square wooden board, and that's where the expression "having a square meal" comes from. So, how am I getting on with the DJI Osman 5 action camera? Is it worth investing? It's definitely better than my GoPro. Let me put it like that. I haven't had any problems with it. My GoPro kept freezing, and I did have the GoPro 12. I had to send out, was it twice or three times? I had to send it back because it weren't working properly. And I can just pick my Action 5 up, turn it on, and it works. And it's same with the Osmo 360. There we go. Just pick it up, turn it on, and it works. But in saying that, I do like my Insta360 X5, but I have just splashed out on one of these as well. Hang on. It's the Insta360 Go Ultra. I've just splashed out on one of those because I'm going to be doing some POV videos. I'm saying that. I've got the Insta360 3 goals as well. It's my hobby. I like cameras. What can I say? But yeah, the Action 5 is brilliant. But I think if it were me, I think I'd hang on for a cut of dust on there. I think I'd hang on for a while because, from what I've been led to believe, the Action 6 is going to be coming out soon. So I would seriously think about hanging about a bit and, see if we can find a bit more information about the Osmo Action 6. Will I invest in one? No. Yeah, I bet I do. So I need to come. You need to come to do Reckitt Bench Kaiser, is it? Smith and Nephew. Or is that the pharmaceutical company? They do a lot of pharmaceuticals, don't they? Smith and Nephew. Yeah, excuse me while I have a slurp. Dog dad. You see, that's my two dogs on there. My two Damascus wolf dogs, all locked up in the living room at the moment with Mrs. PJ. Yeah, so, but I have started doing a few lifestyle videos, talking head videos, talking about what you need for YouTube and what it's like getting older, and just because, as I've said earlier, going out auditing, driving 2.5 hours, and then videoing, and then driving 2.5 hours back, it's just getting a bit much. But I am 70 almost, so I have cut back on them quite a bit. Come back on a dinghy. Yeah. Or what? Just with a boatload of men, no women and kids. Yeah, I know. DJ not done a video for months. No, like I say, he's absolutely pulled out with work, mate. In fact, I was going to ring him this week, but once again, I've been so busy myself, I just hadn't had a chance to do it. We've done a lot of work on the house. We've had all the garden done and all the rest. We've had new windows and doors all around the house. We've just had solar panels and a big battery outside. So we're solar at the moment. The only thing is, at the moment, I've not managed to sort out a feed-in tariff. So I get paid for any electric I generate, and it's really pissing me. It's really pissing me off. Just waiting for the paperwork and getting everything done, so I can claim some money back for all the bloody money that I've spent doing it. Bloody 15 grand, tell you. Yeah, drone laws are changing next January, I believe. So I should be able to fly my Air 3S, is it? Yeah, Air 3S, where I can fly my 250 gram drones at the moment. If these laws do change, I'm kind of hoping they do. But time's going to tell us. So there you go. But yeah, it's hopefully things are going to change. I believe the law's changing so that you can fly a sub 200, a sub 900 gram drone, where you can fly a sub 250 gram drone at the moment. So but I've got my A2S, so I can fly over uninvolved people and things like that at the moment, because if you've got that, obviously the drone laws change and things. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and hopefully, if I'm out videoing, then I can use my Air 3S, which has got a 9x zoom on it, to get some better aerial shots. I haven't used it a lot at the moment because, like I say, I've not been out auditing, and I've got to be careful where I use it. So I did use it when we went to Filey and did a bit on the cliff tops and stuff, but after I'd had that fall, I didn't particularly feel like flying the drone much. Plus, when I fell, I landed on it and I didn't know it was going to be all right. So I didn't really want to fly it out over the sea and get some nice scenic shots of the cliffs and Filey Brig and all the rest, just in case the bloody drone fell to bits like 200 yards out over at sea. So, you know. Thinking of putting 24 solar panels on my roof with 2 batteries. We've got 15 panels, which covers the whole roof because it's only a small house, and just the 1 battery. But there's only the 2 of us. I am thinking about getting an extra battery so that we're not pulling down off the grid at peak periods in the winter. In the summer, we're doing all right. What we're doing at the moment. Let me have a look. We're 95.9% energy independent at the moment. So, you know, the electric bill in general is about 55 pence at the most a day. The only thing that bumps it up is when you jump in the shower, because the shower's like a 5 kilowatt shower, and the battery don't pump out enough power to do the shower, even with the solar panels on. So it does pull a little bit off the grid. But I've had a shower this morning. I think it cost me about 7 pence to have a shower. It was pulling most of the power out, the batteries and the solar panels, but it did have to pull a bit off the grid as well. So stop moaning about money. You can't take it with you. I'm not moaning about money, mate. I've got a bobber too. Unfortunately, the kids seem to get most of it at the moment. So, yeah, that's where most of my money goes at the moment. What's my thoughts on what? I don't know where it is, mate. I've no idea where it is. So, not a lot of thoughts at the moment. Let me know where it is, and I'll give you my thoughts if I know where it is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So, how many of you out there are my age, or like 50s, 60s, and 70s? I know we've got quite a few on that are what shall we say, mature physically. Interstellar object. Is that the one that's supposed to be coming and crashing into the planet in X number of years? I'll be dead, mate. I'll probably be dead. It won't. I don't think it'll affect me. So yeah, they make all these predictions and doom and gloom things, but I mean, what can I, even if it's going to hit, what can we do? So, what's that? I hope you still continue with YouTube. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm definitely considering continuing with YouTube. The only problem I've got is I'm making these type of videos that talk about ages and getting on in life and why you should start a YouTube channel when you get older and all that kind of stuff. And I'm putting it on my auditing channel. And in a way, I'd like to start another channel and keep it separate. You know what I mean? But it's going through all the pain of getting 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 viewing hours again. And I am getting quite a reasonable response from my auditing channel for the other type of videos. So I don't know if you've got any preference or one thing or another. Just leave a comment and let me know. So I just wonder if you think DJ 4K is a good start because I got one. It's 4K. That's the drone, isn't it, that you're talking about? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I started off with a Mini 2. That was my first drone. And I've only got a Mini 3 now, that's sub 250. I never bothered with the Mini 4. Will I buy the Mini 5 when it comes out? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to find out, how the drone laws are going to change. And if I can use my Air 3S, then I'll use my Air 3S. But the 4K is, from what I've seen of them and from what I've heard about them on YouTube, they seem to be pretty good. And if it takes 4K video, in fact, to be honest, a lot of mine, I used to do it 2K, because if you're sticking them on YouTube downs them all, the quality and everything a little bit. And the difference between 2K and 4K, if you're sticking them on YouTube, is nothing. I think the thing is, if you're using a drone or any kind of camera on YouTube, is if you can get the colours looking right, the coloration and all that kind of stuff. If you can get that looking right, then your video is going to look good, even if it's a 1080. If you can get the colour matching right, so the skin tones look right and everything else look right, then it's brilliant. Because YouTube, they just downgrade all the videos that go on. So you put a 4K video on, and it's if I put a 4K video on YouTube and compare it to watching it on my iPad or on my Mac, the video quality is far superior on my iPad or my Mac to what it is on YouTube. So yeah, the DJI 4K is, as far as I'm concerned, as good a camera, as good a drone as any. I mean, I upgraded because of the ability to dodge objects. So my Mini 2, I did crash it a few times. I crashed it into a lamppost once, and I crashed it into some security cameras once. So, with the Mini 3 and the Mini 4, it makes it a bit easier to dodge these things. And with the Air 3S, it's got sensors all the way around. So, and it's got that smart return to home as well. But I mean, the video quality is going to be fine with a 4K. Sheesh! Yeah, yeah. So for your years worth of showering, it costs you 14 pence. Uh, well, it depends. If I'm washing my hair, it takes forever. Um, when I wash my hair, I give it a quick wash and just do the scalp and stuff, and let the bubbles run down the. I mean, look at that lot there. Look, I let the bubbles run down that lot, rinse it out, and then I put another great big handful of shampoo in my hand, and then pull it all on top and wash it all and everything like that. And it's not the washing it's getting the bloody soap bubbles out. So, excuse me, I'm just going to one side, just have a quick suck on my nicotine, my electronic dummy. They don't like to see you doing it on YouTube, so I'll be half a sec. Hang on. There you go. So yeah, it's you're on about the solar panels. I think I'm definitely happy I've done it, and I'm thrilled to bits with them. I'll be even more thrilled to bits when I'm getting some money back for it. What was my very first job? Well, when I was in school, I used to work after school and at weekends in a supermarket, filling shelves. Well, filling shelves for some of it. We used to go to the warehouse and load the lorry up, and then take the lorry from the warehouse to supermarket, empty the lorry, and then spend the rest of the shift. Do you remember those little sticky labels that used to be on everything with the price? Stick a label on, another can, stick a label on, another can, stick a label. Giving it some of that. None of this barcodes and stuff like there is now. That was my first job till I left school. I left school at Easter, and I was 15, and 2 weeks later I was gone. I was in the army, and I was 15 and a half, September, October, November, December, January, March. Yeah, 15 and a half, or just over 15 and a half. I left home, jumped on a train, went down to London, across London on the tube, got on another train down to Dover, and didn't come back for 3 months. There was one time when I was in the army, I went away, I didn't come back for 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. That's as old as my grandkids are now, nearly. And I walked through the door, and my mum turned around and saw me and said, "What are you doing here after 5 years?" Not help, love, or out like that. What are you doing here? There you go. There are some cheeky people about, mate. Lol, mystery. What's that? Hi, PJ, how's it hanging? Not literally, lol. You mean you don't mean short, shriveled, and to the right? Or to the left, whichever. Yeah, everything's good, mate. Like I say, I've had a lot of work on just lately. Been really, really busy doing stuff on the house, and then I've had quite a lot of other things to do. So yeah, it's been a very, very hectic year, and things are calming down now. Like I say, we've done most of the stuff on the house. Mrs. PJ wants me to buy some paint and a paintbrush, and I'm saying that's not going to happen. Decorating is my pet hate. I fucking hate painting. And there's only one thing I hate more than painting, and that's wallpapering. So I'm afraid if Mrs. PJ wants some painting to be done, guess what? Mrs. PJ is going to have to bloody do it. Either that or get somebody in to do it. Oh, well, we're not quite finished yet. We're having the drive at the front done. It's a bit rough at the moment. There's a couple of tree stumps that need coming out and stuff like that. So, I wish my nose had stopped itching. So we've got to get these tree stumps out, and we're going to get all that all done and everything. So stick car on front. But yeah, everything's going fine. Everything's going fine. I'm fit. I'm healthy. I believe I've still got a sense of humour. Most of the time, anyway. And I'm enjoying life. Go to bed about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm up 7 o'clock every morning with the dogs. And then I come downstairs, let the dogs out, make myself a cup of coffee, and just sit and chill for an hour while I have a cup of coffee. If the weather's nice, I'll sit outside with a radio. I've got hiccups now. Itchy nose and hiccups. I'll go and sit outside with a cup of coffee and have the radio on and chill for an hour and, kind of catch up on the news and what's happening. And then when Mrs. PJ gets up, the day starts. So when she gets up, the dog's been out and, they've been fed and everything else. So, yeah, life's good at the moment, mate. What's this? Rufford Ford, we're waiting to find out. It's no longer a Labour council here anymore. It's a Reform council. And I think they're a bit pissed with how much it's costing to keep the road closed and how much money it's costing everybody. So, Yeah, I mean, I'd like to open it. I'd like it to open again. I really used to enjoy going down there videoing. We used to have a really good crowd, and it used to be a lot of fun. So, you know, yeah, that's quite all right, mate. Anybody else got any questions? Feel free to ask. Um, and if I can help, I will do. If it's a derogatory remark, I'll just skip over it. And I do get some derogatory remarks. The world's full of trolls, mate. You know, um, no life sad people, but that's sweet. There you go. What's this? I saw a guy on the beach last week. He had a Mini 4 and he fitted shutter propellers to make it completely silent. Yeah, how well did it fly though with the little propellers on? I tell you, the drone I use as much as anything at the moment is this one. Um, I love it, and I've just had these people send me these microphones. I did a video on it. I don't know if you've seen it. Not many people have watched it, to be fair. But it's great because you get a little adapter that fits in the bottom of your phone here, and a microphone you can either wear on a necklace around your neck or, magnetized to a clip. You can plug it in there, and you can get your drone to follow you or go in front of you, and do your audio directly into that as well. And I also did a video where you can see the telemetry, and you can do that with that drone as well. So you can put the telemetry on, you can do the audio and stuff. And I think at the moment they're cheaper than the DJI Mini 2, but they're not as versatile. I think they're about 85 quid off Amazon, and I've not had a chance to try it out outside yet. I've tried it around the house, but I want to go out and take it up Clumber Park where I like to go, where all the ducks and everything like that, and give it a good try there. I am going to start walking around the lake on a regular basis. I need to get some more walking in and get a bit more belly off. I've kind of took 2.5 stone off and hit a plateau. So I want to get over that plateau and lose a bit more weight. So yeah, I'd like to know how it flew with the shorter propellers on. I'm glad you enjoy what I'm doing, George. Glad you enjoy it. I enjoy doing it, otherwise I wouldn't do it. I still get people saying to me, "Get a job." I'm fucking 70. I've done my 50 odd years of work, so I do this because I enjoy it. There's quite a few things I enjoy doing. Um, I've been a musician more or less all my life. Started on the piano when I was 7. I still play piano a bit. I'm a saxophonist. In fact, I'll dig some of the photos out and I might put them on for my next live stream and show you some of the pictures and stuff of me with my saxophone and stuff like that. I'll see if I can dig them out. And I enjoy singing. Yeah, I know. uh, I'm not the best singer in the world, but I do enjoy singing. So I hope you can as well, mate. Afternoon, Michael. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a good day. So, yeah, so, as you're getting on in life, it doesn't mean that you've got to sit and stagnate. Unfortunately, my dad, when my mum passed, more or less sat in front of telly and stayed there until he died. And I'm not like that. I like to get out and do things and, lead an interesting life, travel and my music. I love my music, so you know, I never watch telly, or very very rarely. I go on here and put Spotify on and stick my headphones in and listen to music or watch music on YouTube or stuff like that. So I'm definitely not um, a TV fan really. In fact, I probably spend 5% of the time watching TV, 50% of the time listening to music, and like 40%. Yeah, that's about right. 40%, struggling to add up there. 40% of my time watching YouTube videos. Samsung had all strength in his hair. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah. Have I done Colson's Waste at Nottingham? I don't know. I've done that many places, mate. I've done that many places. What kind of waste is it? Is it like, you know, scrap metal, or you know, is it like a council place where you take all sorts of stuff in? I don't know. Um, I can't say the name rings a bell, but I've done all sorts of places, mate. Recycling yards, been attacked at them, and recycling yards, they really don't like you going around with a camera. They really don't. Samson and Delilah. My Delilah's in there. I'm not saying I'm strong like I used to be. Unfortunately, as you get older, your muscles decline and my six pack's gone. It's now a beer barrel, which I'm trying to get rid of. But yeah, I think as you get older, you've got to spend some time doing resistance training and some exercise to keep yourself young. Where's DJ? I imagine he's at home at the moment. Like I say, I did say earlier that he's just absolutely pulled out with work. Sometimes I phone him and he doesn't answer, and then he'll either phone me next day or phone me back that evening. And he's been working all day. He's absolutely bollocks. So you know, you hate decorating as well. You've got good taste, mate. Pet hate decorating. So there you go. But no, it's one thing I hate doing. Um, Doing all the preparation, the rubbing down, and everything else. And no, it's not for me. I'd say I bloody hate it. So there you go. No flooded car engines lately. No, definitely not had any flooded car engines lately. So yeah, it's just a shame, isn't it? Some of those idiots that used to go tear-assing through the Ford at Rufford, and then they wonder why the car packs up. One of the best ones was that guy in an almost brand new BMW decided they were going to try and go through the Ford at 40 mile an hour, and then wonders why it rips all the underneath of his car off and his engine gets flooded, and then loses his rag at me because I'm filming and laughing. I shouldn't have laughed, really. Or should I? Well, I mean, it was a bloody stupid thing to do, weren't it? So, not seeing you ages, you see all your time at Rufford Mill. I work there. Tea, milk, two sugars. Yeah, I don't go there anymore. It's all closed. If it was still open, I'd still be going down there making videos there, I'll be honest. Like I say, I used to really enjoy it. Bought all the waterproof gear and everything, so when they come tear-assing through, I didn't get absolutely soaked. I just used to get a bit wet. But yeah, we used to have a real good laugh down there, and there were always a good crowd of people there. So yeah, I used to enjoy Rufford Mill. It used to be a good laugh. Get the golf clubs out. That's my second date, golfing. Yeah. No, I did play a few times, and what put me off? I didn't mind the game. I didn't mind the game of golf. It was just the wankers that used to play it. You know, like these tuppeny millionaires. You can't do that, and you've got to wear this, and you know, all the rest of it are like snobs. Well, snobs. Um, how can I put it? They used to think there was something special, and they used to work in factory down road. You know what I mean? All this, these people that are nobody all of a sudden were somebody when they're on a golf course, and it used to piss me off about it. Um, so how much does a decent body cam start? I think the Action 5's definitely cheaper than the GoPro. Look at all these cameras I keep pulling out. Look, GoPro 13. I think the Action 5's definitely cheaper than the GoPro, and it's definitely a better camera. I'm not sure how much they are at the moment. Let me have a look, see if I can find out. I mean, if I go on Amazon and DJI Action 5 Pro, just a camera on its own, standard combo is 285 quid. And it's definitely worth, oh, hang on, Amazon's Choice have got them on an offer at the moment, 275 quid. That's the essential combo. You can get the Action 4 for 240 quid. Not a lot of difference, I don't think. So, yeah, 275 quid for an Action 5. Definitely worth buying. If I were going to choose between an Action 5 and a GoPro, I'd go Action 5 any day of the week. And the other thing about it is they've got that low light thing on it. So, you know, when winter comes and it starts getting dark a bit earlier, they do work better than the GoPro in low light. GoPro are absolutely shite in low light, mate. They really are. Would be great to hear you play. I've got some videos of me playing. I think they are on YouTube, actually, not on this channel. I'll see if I can find them, and if I can, I might put a link below. I've got no hair though. That's when I've got no hair and my head was shaved. And yeah, I used to play tenor and baritone and sing every once in a while. They didn't like me singing much. I must have been too good. That's what it was. A friend of yours is a singer-songwriter. You don't know Paul McCartney, do you? I love to sing. I really do. I used to go and have singing lessons and all sorts of things. So, yeah, it's it's a joy I've got. It's something that I really enjoy. I can't do the falsetto though. I think the problem is my balls hang too low. I need my balls lifting a little bit to be able to sing falsetto. Hack Baker. Oh, is that him? Oh, I might have a look for him then. Is DJ Audit and DJ Media the same person? No. No, they're not. Two different people altogether. It's a bit like me and you. We're not the same person. It's like PJ and DJ, two different people. So there you go. But no, they're not the same people. Taxi guys are my favourite, but I think the biker going through and crashing put paid to it. Yeah, that was before I started going, actually. I got that idiot on motorbike. You mean where he went flying over the top of handlebars? What an absolute knob he was. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Hay fever. Hang on. Uh, First car I had was a Datsun 180B. Oh. First car I had was a Morris 1100. And if you were going downhill and there was good wind behind you, you could get 70 mile an hour out of it. But it was all right. It got 4 seats in, plenty of room in back for, for the, yeah. Yeah, that back seat had some hammer in my young days. Yeah, I'm not into doing it in cars anymore. 2 reasons. I don't think I'd fit in back of my TT, and in back of Mrs. PJ's car, it's full of seats for the kids, and Mrs. PJ won't go for it either. So what's this? Everybody hates me. Everybody say, "Oh my God," to me. Everybody said, "For God's sake," to me. Human beings and animals are hard for me. Everybody hates me. In Edgeworth Town, Ireland, Longford, and Dublin. That's all right, mate. Hate 'em back. I hate everybody. I do. I don't care whether you're black, white, pink, yellow, green. I hate the lot. Hate 'em back. Hate 'em back. There you go. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Good afternoon, DD. I hope everybody, hope you're having a good day there. Oh, the sun's come out now. It's stopped bloody raining. I should probably correct that and say Hack's a friend of ours. All right. There you go. Sexual crime. No idea, mate. Don't know out about it. Not interested. So there you go. Not to do with me. What's the expression? Dillygaff. Just excuse me while I go and have another suck on my electronic dummy. I think you find when you get older, there's less and less bothers you. When you're young, everything's important. Everything really, really matters. You take offence easy. You get wound up ever so quick. And as you get older, you get to realise, like, dillygaff, do I look like I give a, and just let everybody get on with what they're doing and worry about yourself. And that's what you need to do as you're getting older. So there you go. It's great because you know where you are with people who dislike or hate you. Yeah, I do. I don't have bugger all to do with them, mate. Absolutely nothing. If somebody dislikes me, do you think I care? Nah. Nah, I don't give a shit, mate. I've got too many people that love me to be bothered about people that hate me or dislike me. If they dislike me or hate me, yeah, that's their opinion. Don't mean they're right, but I just don't. I just don't care, mate. If you dislike me or hate me, don't talk to me. Easy. If you dislike me or hate me, I'll not talk to you. Yeah. At the point of being rude, I'll tell you to F off. Get on with it. I've got too much going off in my life and myself to worry about, and Mrs. PJ and the kids and the grandkids to worry about somebody that that hates or dislikes me. Sunny here in Sheffield. I didn't know you were a Deedar, George. Ah. I'm not going to explain to people why people from Sheffield are called Deedars. If you want to know why people from Sheffield are called Deedars, then Google it. Whereabouts in Sheffield are you, mate? I spent 17 years driving around Sheffield in a truck, and it used to be good fun. And the thing with Sheffield is, if you live at one end of Sheffield, you live Hillsborough end, you don't know other end of Sheffield. And if you live on Manor Estate, you don't know, other parts of Sheffield. And with my job, I used to know, I'm not talking about all the back streets and everything, but we used to cover all of Sheffield, all of Rotherham, Greensborough and everywhere like that. And I used to pick people up from Sheffield and take them on driving lessons. And they used to say to me, "Oh, bloody hell, you know Sheffield better than I do, huh? I spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week driving around it. If I didn't, we'd be buggered, wouldn't we?" And I had people come up and say, "Oh, we're going into Manor Estate now, you got to be careful." And then I take people from Worksop, Manton and things like that. And you'll be driving around Manor Estate and Manton's, we go, "Hey, it's nice round here, I shouldn't mind living round here." Just shows you, doesn't it? People's attitude. First car was a Datsun Cherry. My first driving school car was a Datsun Sunny. Yeah. Whereas DJ Audit says he disappeared. Yes, he's invincible now, Adam. He's bought himself some camouflage trousers and a camouflage jacket and a camouflage hat, and you can't see him anymore. In fact, I wanted some camouflage shorts, but I couldn't find them anywhere. No, like I say, it's just mega busy, mate. It really is. He's so busy, it's unreal. So I can't tell you what he's doing. I know what he's doing. Oh, look at the fly. There you go, die fly. I can't tell you what he's doing. That's his business, and what he tells me is confidential. But yeah, I do know he's very, very busy, and that's why he's not been putting any videos out just lately. So take care, enjoy your holiday, maybe go to Hard Rock Cafe. Why not Sharm El Sheikh? I'm going to jog in and chill in by Canal Sunshine in and nature around wonderful. Go get out in the sun. I will do when I finish this, unless it starts raining again. I don't go to Sharm El Sheikh because the apartment I've got is in Haggadah, and I can't pick it up and take it with me. I'm going out in end of January, beginning of February. I think perhaps going for 6 weeks, and it's going to cost us about £550 for 6 weeks. So if I go there and stop in a hotel there, it's going to cost £4,000 for a fortnight. So that's why I've got the place out there. So, and it's dead cheap. We went once for 4 weeks, and I spent £500 in 4 weeks, and we were going eating down at the marina, where comparatively speaking, in Egyptian terms, it's quite expensive. And we're eating out all the time and everything. Spent £500 in 4 weeks. It's cheaper than living in UK. Ecclefield. All right. It's all right round Ecclefield. In Sheffield, the term Deedar refers to local dialect where the this sound is replaced with the this sound, leading to words like the and there. There you go, you see. I didn't have to Google it. Where's that going? Where's that been? Yeah, talk like that round work. Oh, they used to talk like that round workshop, but not so much now. Good afternoon. How you diddling? How's it hanging? Or not? What's this? I bet if the if any of the ADI take the test the way it was, then they find it difficult to pass doing part 2 and 3 together. I mean, when I passed my driving test, there were no theory test or anything like that. When I did my HGV, I did class 1 straight off. I didn't have to do class 2. But now, unless things have changed, mind you can drive automatics now and get a license where you had to drive manuals when I did it and when I was teaching. But you got to do your theory, you got to do your hazard perception, then you've got to do your class 2, then your class 1, and then you've got to do your CPC, which you do up at the test centre. How do you load a vehicle, roping, sheeting, and all that bollocks. So yeah, getting a HGV license is very expensive. It's like getting a taxi license, though. You want a taxi license, you've got to have a medical, you've got to have a driving test, you've got to do a theory test, a bit like the knowledge, but not like they do in London. All these, I think you've got about 5 or 6 different things to do. It costs you about 800 or 900 quid to get a taxi license. And what do you end up with? You end up with a job on minimum wage working on social hours. And then they wonder why people why people don't want to be taxi drivers. So there you go. Anyway, unless anybody's got any more questions in the next minute or two, I'm going to call it Sunday, 1st of September tomorrow, pinch punch, 1st of the month. And I'm going to do I'm not going to do what my ex-wife used to tell me to do. She used to say, go fucking kill yourself. But I am going to bugger off. So, serious question. How are they growing on the CB community? Radio is still very busy, and how much was the license? Don't do CB, mate. Radio am. Oh, hang on, let me grab a different one. There you go. Radio ham, not CB, mate. That's ICOM ID 50. There you go. I've got everything on here, haven't I? Short a note I've got. Oh, everybody keeps asking me where DJ is. Yeah, he's busy, mate. He's busy. Right, anyway, I'm going to call that Sunday, the last day in August. Tomorrow is Monday, believe it or not, and it's going to be the 1st of September. Not be long till the cold weather starts coming. It's my absolute pleasure. So I bet you told her, sorry, don't do requests. I told her a lot of things, mate, I'll tell you. She's walking out the door. She says, have you got out to say before I go? I says, shut the fucking door on your way out. There you go. A bus driver, 14 years training in a semi. There you go. All right, goodbye, everybody. The honest truth. CB is license is free in the UK. You don't need to get one now. That's true. Yes. Have a good week, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I will catch you all later. All I've got to do now is say thanks to Dave and figure out how to end this live stream. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and guess what? I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon. Now then, I click that button there, and then